We're also going to talk with a movie guy about a TV series that I was part of, Courage, New Hampshire. Jim Riley from Oak Glen, California is also going to join us in just a couple of moments. We're going to talk to my buddy Jim Riley, who is a great patriot, and he's been responsible for a series called Courage, New Hampshire. I was invited to play a little small part, and I flew to California to tape it and film it. It was a great experience. We're going to visit with Jim about the series, the flagship dramatic series, Courage, New Hampshire. But on our guest line is the ultimate Renaissance man. I mean, this guy does it all. He's an actor. He's the producer. He's a great patriot. Jim Riley. He and his family manage a 760-acre living history farm in a beautiful section of California that I got to visit when I was, of course, one of the stars of Courage, New Hampshire, from Colony Bay Productions, a flagship dramatic series. Hey, Jim, Merry Christmas. Great having you on the show. How are you?
Hi, Mike. It was great having you on the show, too. I want to tell all those directors out there that you do it in one take, and you did. It was incredible. It
is a sin, especially to tell a lie right before Christmas. Now, you know I flubbed my scene a little bit, but not as bad as Breitbart, I hear.
Well, no, you were just hilarious. I mean, and people go to colonybay.net and buy your episode 2. I just thought you were just hilarious in that scene. You just nailed. I
played. What was it? John Stavers.
John Stavers. He was a British tavern keeper in Portsmouth. He kept a gentleman's tavern there, and you just absolutely nailed your part. You were hilarious.
I had a blast. I had the powdered wig on and the frumpy costume, and what a great series. I've been watching the series with some friends of mine. What inspired you to create Courage, New Hampshire, Jim?
Well, a lot of what America is right now, it's hard to believe, 230 years later, but our real cultural capital, intellectual, stock, our capital was built between Roanoke, and Bunker Hill. Those 5 generations, they really defined America. They still define America.
Yeah.
And, I was just reading this, there's an account, I've got it published on our site, but there was a marquis who was traveling the Boston countryside, and he was a French nobleman. He was here to help with the American Revolution, and he marveled that there was no poor. He couldn't find any poor in the New England countryside. And his associates asked about who paid the tax to the lord of the manor, what was the salt tax, and all these different regulations that existed in France. And he concluded back in 1777 that America was prosperous because it had almost no tax and no regulation.
Wow.
So, I mean, those 5-6 years before the Revolution, I think they highlight that. And
it's just amazing how similar things are today. And we've played. Eric, do you have the Colony Bay spot nearby? Can you play it for us? Because I grab it for us because I love the message that I think if our forefathers were experiencing what we're experiencing today as Americans, I mean, I think we'd be people taking up arms,
Yeah, can you imagine Patrick Henry standing still for a TSA pat-down? I mean, I don't think that,
Give me liberty or give me death, and do I have to put the liquids through and take off my clothes so you can let's listen to the wonderful promotional message for this great series, Courage, New Hampshire, from Colony Bay Productions.
I should best give you a warning.
Courage, New Hampshire, the TV series, too American for network television.
If you see us again, it will be with a 6-pound end tough.
In Courage, New Hampshire, before the Revolution, they put tyrants in chains.
Arresting a crowned soldier and holding him here.
Courage, New Hampshire, available only at colonybay.net, DVD or video on demand. Courage, New Hampshire, because our ancestors would have been shooting by now. colonybay.net.
I love that line. Our ancestors would have been shooting by now. I'm in episode 2 if you want to order it. But again, to go online, you can order it. What a great Christmas gift. We've posted a link for you at our Facebook fan page and also at mikeonline.com. Has this been, watching this thing get filmed was incredibly amazing to me. I mean, such great actors. Of course, my buddy Basil Hoffman, who's a great fan of our radio show, a solid conservative, and a very, very prolific Hollywood actor. I mean, you got the real deal in terms of talent. And of course, you got Mike Gallagher playing John Stavers in episode 2. Jim, doesn't get much better than that.
We had a lot of talent. We had over 600 actors audition for these parts. Los Angeles. One good thing about Los Angeles, there's a lot of actors, and we had some great talent. The first voice you hear there, Nathan Kershaw, is a great British actor from Manchester, and just a real gentleman, great star, and all the ladies love him.
That scene that we filmed together, when the burglar broke down after seeing the image of Christ as he was almost being hanged, that guy, you talk about an actor.
Oh, he is Greg Martin. He is just a phenomenal actor. He's actually an attorney. He's a district attorney.
Yeah.
He acts, but he's just every time I watch that breakdown,
Me too. I got tears in my eyes just watching them film that scene, and I was there on the set. Well, Jim Riley, it's great visiting with you. I hope you and your family have a wonderful Merry Christmas. I hope everybody buys the series Courage New Hampshire. Go to colonybay.net and keep fighting the good fight. You're a terrific patriot, Jim, and I appreciate all you do for our country.
Well, thanks, Mike. We appreciate you too.
Thank you so very much for joining us. Jim Riley joining us here on the Mike Gallagher Show to talk about Courage New Hampshire.